So how are you going to handle? That's always a little.
I'm thinking of not doing it in the traditional way. I'm thinking,
Okay.
I told you the opening line, that's just a little area or something that happened to me, and then maybe just, you know, because I never plan my books. I write in longhand. I never know what's going to happen from page to page.
Wow.
I'm going to make poetry. It's going to be the same thing. I'm not going to go, oh, I was born in London and I went to school. And it's not going to be like that. So I don't know who I'm going to talk about and who I'm not.
And you're not going to use real names.
Well, I would, yeah.
If I sleep with you, can I get in the book, do you think?
It's time to get with
I was intrigued because I'm a huge fan of first-person narrative, and you all wrote and talk in the first person, at least in the one chapter that you read as well. And I'm an even bigger fan of first-person present tense because it's so gutsy and challenging. But what it brings up, especially for those of you who are fiction writers, the three in the center, is reliability. The reliability of the voice, of the I, of the person who's talking. And I know that in my own work, I think about that a lot. And I was thinking about it a lot when Candy was reading. In the end, are we going to find out that this person speaking is completely unreliable, or are we only getting, because she sounds so all-knowing? Correct? Mm-hmm. And where is she? And where is she? And it's the same in your I and your character, and it's the same with yours. And I just thought, if you want to talk about the reliability of these voices and these characters, how do you deal with that?
Well, I can only speak for myself. My book is a novel. The reliability of my I is this I that you see right here. So my voice is completely authentic. And the one thing that I will stand by with my book in every sense is that every word out of her mouth, every thought in her head is genuine and authentic and real and actually happened. So, so that truth is
to you?
No, to my friend. Andy's I is authentic, and she will not sell you out in the end.
And I want to buy her book as soon as it comes out.
I have that on film. She said she'd give me a blurb. You're all my witnesses.
I would say that what I write is what I think of as emotional memoir, because while this stuff didn't happen to me, there are things in my life that have been very traumatic. And when Vicki was telling you I write at a thing until I understand it, this is the third, I'm on now, the third book that's helping me put what happened in my life in place. And so I would say the emotion is true and real, and the feelings are. It's the events that precipitate it that are not. And to say whether or not you'll know she is a good, reliable witness to her own events, I'll tell you that the book becomes a past life experience, and you go there, you know, wherever you want to go with that.
Let's ask Tracy too. I mean, how was it for you? I mean, you've had this hugely successful career, not at all in the shadow of your sister, and yet not having the same public persona that she has. But how was that for you and her together?
You know, it's very different. I'm 9 years older than Lorraine. That's a huge difference. I was in the Groundlings. I was teaching in the Groundlings. She was my student in the Groundlings.
Wow.
We wrote a lot of stuff together. And when Saturday Night Live came to the Groundlings to look at the people, Lily Tomlin brought Lauren there. And they chose 5 people. I was not one of them. I wasn't a great improviser. I was like, all right, cute. But you know,
It's hard to whoosh spot.
you didn't know though that show was going to be what it was. So Lorraine was the only one in the Groundlings that took the show.
Oh, what?
Really?
Really? They turned it down?
They turned it down. They had big careers here.
Wow.
She had to pack up everything and drive to New York. And,
Who were those people?
I don't know that I want to mention them on camera.
They were people who didn't have Kelly's voice.
I'm trying to think if any of them, none of them became celebrities, but you would probably recognize some of them. They didn't become big stars. And so Lorraine was very fragile back at that time, and you know there was a lot of drugs there, and so she fell prey to everything that you fall prey to at being young and a big star. So that line in my song about John Lennon shouting her name, I mean, really,
That's great.
she really did not know. She was cloistered in that little cocoon of Saturday Night Live offices, and she'd go out and then people would recognize her as a culture shock or whatever it's called. So, but for me,